Hi YouTube. I want to make a video here. I think we have one of the worst designed filter change washing machines ever made. Ours is a little different here and I haven't found another video, so I wanted to show you where our filter is located on this beast. This is the Maxima X Steam. Been a good machine. Had it for about 10 years now. This is the model, whatever it says there, if you need the exact information there. All right. So the brilliant engineers of Maytag put our filter, let me go back to the front here, right here. So if you could take apart this entire machine, get this cover off, then you could get to the nice filter right in the front here. Brilliant. And what's worse, oh, let me squeeze my butt back here. A little tight. Okay. So we already got started here. There's other videos on removing this back panel, but it's pretty straightforward. There's a piece of sheet metal that goes over the back, and it's really simple. There's screw. There's like 5 on each side, and one in the middle right here. Take all those screws out of that panel, get it out of the way, and then there's a bar, I think, that goes across right here, that just hangs by these little teeth, and it just pops right out. Get it out of the way. Anyways, that stuff's pretty straightforward. Now I've already got this partially apart, but I'll show you where everything goes. Let me try to set this down here so I don't make you motion sick. All right, this piece is just a rubber boot coming off the drum. Goes to our filter housing down here. It was nasty. Simple to remove. There's a clamp on the small end, clamp on the big end up here. Get those off. You can get this boot out. Definitely have a drip pan ready because this has got water in it. We got that soaking with some chemicals right now to clean it. By the way, we've tried every other cleaner under the sun to get the smell out of this thing. We do have some pets, so you know that doesn't help. But we've tried the enzymes that they promise work on Instagram and all the other chemicals we can dream up. All right, once we're in here, you can see our filters facing forward, which is the most idiotic thing I've ever seen. And what's worse is that where this filter mounts on these nice little rubber feet, super simple, they could have mounted it in the back here because the holes are already there, but they just assembled it so you can't get to it. So we're going to move it so we can get to it, and that's what I wanted to show you. In order to do it, though, we need to pop off, oops, dropped the camera. We need to pop off this clamp as well. This also will be full of water, so be ready to catch that. This is the pump out hose, and we'll get that off to the side. The reason we need to take that off is it makes a little more slack. And we need to be really careful because there's a couple wires here. I don't feel like unplugging them and mixing them up and labeling them, so we're going to leave them intact. I do need to figure out how to disconnect this little floor clamp here, but we'll mess with that in a minute. So this whole thing will slide off of these. It does not slide off easy, but I've already done it, and at least you can see how it comes off. These rubber feet are just in here into these little grooves. 1, 2, and then you can't see it from back here, but there's another one in the front that naturally goes the wrong direction. So in order to just slide the whole thing forward, it won't go. So you just kind of have to lift up and pry it off of there like that. And then the whole filter comes loose. And by then you've probably ripped the wires out of the side. So just be careful with them. All right, once we get that beast loosed, we can put it wherever the hell we want and reconnect everything. So let's just, I'll go ahead and pause here. I got to pull out this little rubber front foot here, but you can see they all just slide into those grooves. Pretty simple. And then I got to try to get this wire holder disconnected, and if I can't get it out of there, I'm just going to cut it off of there. All right, and then we'll pop back on here in a second. Once I get it set up so that it's in the back here, we can get to it, and I'll make sure that the rubber attachments still all reach. All right. Okay, we're going to try to get this little piece up here so we can get the wire out. All right. Just got a small pair of needle nose. We're going to squeeze these two little ears here together and lift. There we go, we got it. Now look at this. They even have a nice hole for where this should have gone right there. So all we got to do is turn all this stuff around. All right. So we already grabbed our little rubber piece from the nose of this thing, and it's going to go right in here. Piece of cake. All right. I don't have a whole lot of room to work here, so tight quarters. All right. Now we're just going to see if this will all be able to move. Hopefully. Oh, man, these wires might actually be a little too short. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. Yep, wires are too short. So we gotta cut and extend these wires. Okay, so we got our wires lengthened here. All we did was add about 10 inches of wire, 2 butt connectors there, heat shrink, they're better, 2 butt connectors there, kept the same factory connectors. And now we can slip these 2 little feet down in here. Hopefully. Oh, okay. And there we go. There we go. Right tool. Piece of cake. Okay, there we have it. Now we can change, finally see what kind of disgustingness is in here. Ew. So, it'll be nice to have that smell out of there. Hope it helps. So now that I got that mounted nice, I'm going to take it apart again because I'd like to run this through the sink, scrub it out good. So we're going to grab a Phillips and take the motor off the side here. Looks like maybe 3 screws. And then we can really clean this good. Okay, so while we're in here doing all this other stuff, notice that the drain hose here, discharge water line, it's kind of nasty too. Got all the black in there. So we're going to take that out of there. Looks pretty simple. These just slide right out. 1, 2, and then up here, we just got to take this off. Put this in this bucket. Oh yeah, it's got water in it. All right. And that just really easy. Push down a little bit, pops right out of there. Okay. Not sure how we're going to clean that, but there it is. Okay, we got some clean parts back from the other washing machine. She's not going to like that joke. That's better. All right, we're going to get that back together. Let's see what's inside the drum. Okay, so this piece, the pump, can go back onto here pretty much anyway. Doesn't matter, as long as the three little teeth right here line up with the little grooves. So I'm going to reorient it a little bit here. Let's go right there, so that when it sits, this stuff's all a little more slack for the wiring, not hitting the ground. We don't want this touching the frame, otherwise it might vibrate. So that looks pretty good there. And we'll get these screws back in. Okay, now that we can get to everything, these little rubber shoes, back of them slides in first. Slide that right back. Once it's seated all the way, these will pop right in. And then this little guy, now that we can get to it, pull on that with a pair of pliers, and ba-bomb, we're in. Okay. By the way, we got our new piece, our drain line, reinstalled here. It's really simple. Just clicks right back in. And we'll reattach that in the end. And let's see if the end of that will make it over here. Look at that. It looks good. Okay, we'll get that back on. That looks good. All right, let's see if our nice clean little boot will make it now. Okay, so there we have it. Got the drain line connected here. Got the drum drain attached here. A little fun getting this top clamp on, but want to make sure that rubber boot is all the way up, all the way around. And want to make sure this is on nice and good. There's actually a little groove in the top of this piece here that lines up with this plastic groove. So we got that on there good. All right, wires are happy. Okay, and let's see if we can snap this back in a little hole. Groovy. Get our filter screwed back in, and we should be ready for action. And now we just got to put the back of the machine back on, get out of this hole I'm in, and have a cold beer. So now that everything's actually connected and back together, the machine is running great. I hope this video helps you have a clean machine. Cheers.